Hello, everyone. Happy full moon, everyone. I
Hi.
found out just this morning that it's the buck full moon. So happy buck full moon. Um, I think it's interesting that we've been meeting on moons lately. It's been
Yes.
the full moon and the new moon have been falling. It's been falling upon us. So had I known that, I would have had a different thumbnail, but that's okay. That's okay. How are you, Avana? It's been a minute. Hope you've enjoyed some time off.
I am good. It has been a minute. I've been busy. I don't know, doing all kinds of stuff and nothing at all, right?
Exactly.
Uh,
Exactly. Oh my God. So yeah. So I don't know about you. We've been sweltering here. We got the highs and then you got the it feels like 105.
yeah, I mean, it said like
So
75 degrees here, but feels like 93. I'm like, yeah, and they're right with the humidity, It's like, yeah, wow. I think I was just telling Ginger Faye, I said, went outside for like 10 minutes. I came in and I didn't feel good. And I realized because it's just so hot. I mean, the humidity is just so just drags me down. I don't handle it well. But in the house,
I
believe me,
don't.
I'm fine. So,
I
you
don't
know.
handle it well at all either. Um, so we just had a severe thunderstorm roll over us. The power went out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just never allowed to be on YouTube anymore.
I
I
get
thought
that.
I'm being cursed. So anyway, so everyone, so if you please, no one put any questions in. I should put that down right now. Because we're gonna do a little something different today. Since it's full moon. And I might as well start that banner. Let me just start that banner. Or not. Or
What
not.
banner? No.
What the Faye is going on here? Oh my God, let me hit this and then that. There we go. And that's
There it
not doing
is.
anything what I want to do here. We could just scroll it. So yes, I've been having some technical difficulties for a couple weeks. So hopefully tonight will flow. I've asked for it to flow. So there we go. There's the flow. So everybody, if you can hold your questions because we're not actually doing questions tonight. We are going to be doing um, prompts. And so let me tell you about that a little bit first. I'll say hi to people and then remind people again. So the Buck Moon is all about personal transformation and it's about growth, strength, and manifestation. Let me read something here for you. It says the Buck Moon is a full moon that takes place in July and is named after the time when a male deer grows his new antlers. Spiritually, the buck moon is associated with growth, strength, and allowing us to embrace our inner power and focus on our personal transformation. So that is the gist of it. It represents the height of everything spiritual and physical, and it's a very auspicious sign that things are good. Think good things are about to happen in everyone's life. So,
Yeah.
yay!
Yay.
A
I'll
little
take
bit
it.
of that, right?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. So, yeah. So what we're gonna do is say hi to everybody, and let me just type in uh, the thingy, the fiendish thingy. Please hold questions, and we'll let you know when to start. And so, and I'll give you a keyword. That way, I know people have heard me and understand. So anyway, let's get the ball rolling so that we can make sure we get to everybody tonight.
I like
We
that.
did a great job last time, but it was what, 3 hours?
Is that
I don't
all?
know. I don't know. All right, Venus is here.
Hi,
Hello,
Venus.
Venus, and welcome back. And I love the poochie in your
I
picture.
know,
Those
little
are
sweetie
fun.
pie.
And then Brendan's here.
Hi, Brendan.
He's already said he wanted a reading. And then Kim's here. Hi, Kim. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. So I got the full moon read thing here. I'm going to show that again real quick. So we're going to be asking, what are some insights for your personal growth? In what ways can we draw strength? And to assist us, and how to embrace the energy of your inner power. So I'm going to star that so I can. So Maureen is here. Hello, Maureen. I still look pale. Christina's here. Hello, Christina.
Hi, Christina.
And then
Hi,
Julie is here. Hello, sweetheart. Jax is here. Hi, Mangled Unicorn. IHOP has a platter called Thank you.
Over Miami.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And then Mary's here. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
And then Maria, Amethyst Selenite. Love that. How are you doing? Mama Sushi, how are you? Loving to see all the pictures, and that last picture that I saw on Instagram was of the ultrasound, and it looked like a baby cradled in the manger, and like he was blowing. I say he. I don't know. That's just what naturally came out. Blowing kisses to like little butterflies that are coming. You know, it was the most cutest ultrasound. I'm gonna start reading ultrasounds. Show me your ultrasound. I'll give an ultrasound reading. Wouldn't that be fun?
Why not? Right? Why not?
Oh, so let's see. So that's right. You're in Florida, so you're my neighbor, Jack. So we're gonna have to try to find a way of meeting. But yeah, I don't know. We were like 100% humidity. We had a really dark. Luckily, I was driving home going, I see it just pouring off into the horizon.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's my house. I just know it is. And luckily, it died off just a little for me to get my groceries out of the car. And then, and my newly planted tomato plant, poor thing, was trying to float out of the planter. It just dumped all at once, and the plants just couldn't handle the water. Oh my gosh. So okay, so let's see. Mangled Unicorn is giving Maria some advice, and it's good advice. We're not doing any relationship readings tonight, by the way. Tonight is about ourselves, our personal power. What can we do to empower this inner beauty and energy and growth and manifesting and all this fun stuff? So I'm looking forward to reading tonight. Okay. Yes, I've had 2 heat strokes before, and that's why I can't get warm. I get sick and headaches instantly.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Julie says with a boost of the planet Jupiter tonight as well. So thank you for adding that, because I didn't, like I said, I forgot. I mean, I didn't even realize it was full moon. So I'd really like to start these readings again of the, I have some American Indian ancestry, as many of us do, but I love to call on that as much as I can. So I love to know the Indian names of the full moons, you know. So.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I was doing it for a while, and I don't know what happened. It just stopped somehow. So yay, Mama's good. Baby's good.
Good.
Earth Flower Power from Tucson. Hello. Welcome. Okay, so we're just saying some hellos, and I'll go back over on how we're doing readings tonight. And CJ's here. Woo-hoo.
Hi, CJ.
Love it. I love it when all you guys can make it. We're getting a regular crowd here, and we love watching you have fun. Last time I was trying so hard not to be distracted. They were singing in chat and doing all this fun stuff, and I was like, man, I miss being in chat like that sometimes. Oh, this is funny, Maureen. She just feels like telling the jerks of the world to go get bent, they get my Irish.
I like that. They get my Irish.
Oh, yes, yes. Um, oh, Kim just left the Okamogi,
Wow.
the Indian Mountains. How fascinating. What kind of energy was that there? I'm
Oh
just
yeah. How
curious.
was that?
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to
Yeah,
put,
I'm really drawn to going to that Serpent Mound in Ohio. I really want to go to that one day and take a look at that.
oh,
So
yeah.
I would really like to do that. I wonder how. Yeah. Anyway. Okay.
Okay, so what I'm doing, if you want a reading tonight, it's these three prompts that are floating across the screen, and I'll read them again. So I am typing in. All right. So if you want a reading tonight, a full moon reading, Nancy's here. Woohoo! Put in hashtag moon in capital letters. Emojis would be awesome as well. So I'm going to start. I got you, CJ. So, yeah. So what the prompts are going to be, again, is what are some insights for my personal growth? In what ways can I draw strength? And then how can I embrace the energy of my inner power? So that's what we're reading on tonight. So we've got people just popping in already. Woo! Now see if I can catch up. I shouldn't have left the screen. Oh my goodness. That is funny. Turn my head for one moment.
Oh no.
I love it. I mean, we're just piling up 8. Well, I'm one of them, so 7. Oh, doing some carpentry, CJ. I was just thinking in my head with some carpentry I need to start doing again. Okay, I just have to pop this up because,
Oh, I love
sharing
that.
the love there.
I love that.
Yeah. I know, Ellen. Ellen, if you want a full moon reading, just put hashtag moon and I'll get you started up. And we're going to try to really, first of all, I'm already overheated. Okay, I just need a sip and get Ellen's in here. Thank you, Nancy. Nancy, are you going to be watching a movie with David tonight? I was going to marry Joseph David Michael. One of those names that's your son that loves to come and watch movies with you. Okay, so since I'm doing 3 cards, I just want 3. Well, those I might switch over. Okay. All right. So looks like we're caught up in chat and hashtags. And I know I was telling Ellen last time she popped in, like she missed her reading. We just put up her name for reading, and she thought she was off the list and left us. Oh, so, oh, okay. So Kim said she stayed almost 2 hours and sat atop the Great Temple Mount and hiked part of the woodlands. That must have been an amazing experience. Wow. All right, so I'm going to shout out some names, and if you didn't hear your name, let me know. And then if I shout out your name, you will not be removed from a list. You're always on the list. And just know that we've got 10 people or more. So Ellen, we have CJ, we have Mangled Unicorn, aka Jax, Mary, Brendan, Maureen, Donna, Earth Flower Power. Sorry. I think I just bought a deck, Earth Moon something or other today. I haven't bought a deck in a while. Julianne, Venus. Okay, so that's who we have. I'm just looking at my chat, make sure I haven't missed anything. All right, we're going to start with Ellen because
Right,
poor Ellen. Because poor Ellen. So I haven't been shuffling my decks. I decided since it was a buck moon to use Julie Kusha-Watt's Ancestral Path Tarot. And
nice.
it's her indie version that she gifted me. And it's, look, I can't, it's two hands. It's two hands.
Nice.
So I'll be using that in one of the Moonology decks. And then a Native American path working deck. So what you got today? Whatever calls to you?
I did. I just, I'm using the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot deck, which I really like this deck. It has some beautiful images on it. I just like it.
I know it's becoming an almost a Avana made me do it deck. I love that deck. Yeah. So, all right. Are you ready?
Yeah. So I pulled some cards for you, Ellen. The first one is, what are some insights for my personal growth? And I love this because I got this Queen of Water card for you. And this is kind of like how I envision you sitting there. And it does say loving, giving, and psychic. Queen of Cups, Queen of Water. Very psychic, very intuitive. Insights for your personal growth. Just keep doing what you're doing is what I hear. You are loving, you are giving, you are psychic, you are intuitive. Just doing what you're doing. You just kind of have like the whole, you're like the whole package. Not only I see you as not only being like very like business and career and like data oriented, like you understand all that, but you also understand the intuitive side of things. And what better than having like that, left brain, right brain, putting both sides of your brain together and having something come out even stronger because of that. Using both sides of your brain, using the heart mind coherence, using everything, opposites, putting those together and having that temperance card where you're putting both sides together, the opposites and having something even stronger. So the insights for your personal growth are just continuing to do what you do. In what ways can I draw strength? I got this Page of Earth card, which is studious, prepared, and cheerful. Drawing strength, this Page of Earth is, again, grounded. This card is like going out and continuing to learn, continuing to do what excites you, is what I just heard. If something excites you, it doesn't have to be like mind-blowing excitement. It's just what excites you, the next thing to do. So I'm looking at, in what ways can I draw strength? Doing exactly what you want to do next. Just going whatever excites you next with no like insistence on the outcome. It doesn't have to be, mind-blowing, earth-shattering. Just going and having that like fire in your belly, that happiness, that like willingness to learn and to just keep moving forward and doing what excites you and just moving forward. And then how can I embrace, what is it, the energy of my personal power? This is the Knight of Water card, and this says romantic, emotional, and dramatic. This embracing your personal power. This like is this can be finding a significant other, but this is really a good message coming in, and embracing your personal power, knowing that as you move forward, embracing your excitement as much as you can every moment of the day. This is the synchronicities that you attract to yourself, because when you put out good energy, what you put out, you get back, right? As as above, so below. And this is really what you start to attract, as you already are doing. I don't even have to really say it, you already know it, but you continue to you'll start to see even more synchronicities come forward in your life. So how can I embrace the energy of my personal power? You are sending out the good energy, you're getting it back, and it just continues to grow for you. So that is the message that I got for you, and I hope it resonates, because it's really positive, really nice energy.
All right, let me get down here to. Oh, sorry, Kim's in Georgia. Ooh. So you're even closer neighbor to me. All right, Ellen. All right, for that first prompt. Uh, all right, I have to read off the thingy here. Okay, what are some insights for my personal growth? For your personal growth, Ellen, I love this already because you got the full moon, you got a wolf baying in front of the full moon,
Love it.
and it says hunger. So, yeah, so um, insights for your personal growth. So, first of all, using full moon energy, that's manifestation energy, howling it out to the universe. What is it? And in specific words, what is it that you wish to manifest? What is it that you're hungering for? What is calling to you? So it's time to, say it loud and say it proud, as they say. Call it out under the full moon to the universe and ask the universe to carry that. That set up a mantra for yourself is what I'm hearing. Set up a personal mantra about what you wish to manifest, and then the second prompt is, I should have written it down. I can't see. What can I draw? Okay. In what ways can I draw upon strength? And I have this beautiful 9 of circles. So Rider-Waite terms, this is 9 of Pentacles. So in the ways of, it looks like ritual, your guidance, your guides, the knowledge that they're whispering in your ear, cleansing, cleansing your sacred space, cleansing your soul, your chakras, adding a little music in some way. What I keep forgetting to, one of these days I'll put in my on my community tab, High Lung, and Hammermer is a song that really brings that tribal energy out, that makes you want to get up and move. So anything that gets you up, moving towards that hunger, it's the action. So yeah. So ritual, setting up a ritual for yourself, calling upon your ancestors for assistance, and listening to their guidance whispering in your ear. And then how can I brace the energy of my inner power? I got this card for you. Vision. Heaven is where you can find it. This is small print, so bear with me. The question is no longer how did we get here and why, but where do we go and how? We are in a place on the path of life to experience, interact, and be challenged by its dangers or challenges. Paradise is not a place, but a state of mind. We must heed the advice to stop and smell the roses, for it's possible that our fervor to search for the elusive, we sacrifice our Garden of Eden for one tree. It is not so much in what you see, but the way in which you see it. Are you flying above your life, unaware of the true reality? Feathers you hold are not your own. They are a gift that must be returned one day. Oh, I like that. Like the dream catcher and the medicine wheel, they hold change. New colors become brilliant and luminous as you journey, and you wear your feather of distinction, the mark of a seasoned, soulful traveler. Your hands reach out to hold back illusion. Heaven is before you. Your dreams are coming true. So, yeah. It's true. We don't know how long we're here on this earth, and we are given gifts, and we fail to sometimes recognize these gifts and utilize them, and someday we have to return them. So make the best of each and every day, embrace each and every day, and move forward in love and light. So there we go. And then Fun Boy, you're fine to get in for a reading, but you're gonna these are prompts, so we're not asking personal questions. We are here for personal transformation. So if you would like to embark on that journey with us, just put hashtag moon and we'll get you a reading. But Ellen, you're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to read for you.
Mhm.
De nada. All right. Okay, so thank you, Ellen. I enjoyed that little story for you. So, all right. So next we're reading for CJ, which put hashtag moon, but I saw this first, so it still counts. All
Okay,
right, so
CJ.
CJ is next. So say hi, CJ. Make sure we know you're still here. Hi, Polly. CJ is here. So say
Hi,
hey.
Judith.
All right. So, Polly, if you would like a full moon reading, just put hashtag moon in. And then after you and Fun Boy, we might have to close up questions. We'll see. Never mind. I got you, Fun Boy. That'll work. Hashtag what? That works for me. So anybody who just come in, we are doing full moon readings. There are 3 prompts. What are some insights for personal growth? What ways can I draw strength, and how can I embrace the energy of my inner power? So those are the prompts for tonight. Do a little bit different. I like the
So
hashtag.
CJ is here.
Oops.
Is CJ here?
Yes, I
Okay.
saw that. Yeah. Hi, Judith. Okay. All right. So Polly, I got you, sweetheart.
Okay.
Right, so,
I'm ready for CJ. I've got my cards.
wait, there we go.
Hi, CJ. Okay, so what are some insights for your personal growth? First card that I got here for you is this Page of Water card. And this says sensitive, open hearted, and intuitive. So, some insights for your personal growth. This card to me represents dreams. You may be getting some dreams lately, or you may be, wanting to journal in the morning and think of, if you can remember your dreams. I'm not a person who can remember my dreams, but you may also be getting some information from people. This card also, with the information that you're getting from your dreams or information that you may be getting from others, things you might be seeing like on social media or reading, you want to be using your discernment. Some insights for your personal growth. Make sure that any information that you're coming across right now, that it does fit in with your, like with what resonates you. There's plenty of information out there, but the insights that you can glean from things right now, taking the time to make sure that, does it not only resonate with me like initially, but like even when I go deeper into deeper levels of what I believe and what I feel, those ideologies that I have, taking the time to really kind of like flesh things out right now to make sure that things really do work with you. Um, and work with your ideologies and work with your belief systems, and whether that works or not, or do you need to change your belief systems a bit. So that's the first one. What are some insights for my personal growth? Getting information, getting dreams, whatever, and being discerning about them if they really mean something to you. In what ways can you draw strength? This 9 of Water card is wishes, dreams, and happiness. The 9 of Water is like, really having that family around you, having fun, the emotional stability, wishes, dreams, happiness. When I get this card, it's just really having having being at a family party and you're with people that you love, really taking the time this summer to really, what ways can you draw strength? Being around people that you love, being around emotional situations, situations that help you just like feel good emotionally. Of course, that makes sense for anybody, but really making that effort to maybe go out with friends, with family, with with maybe a significant other that allow you to be yourself. And I'm almost hearing to be able right now to step back out of the normal day that you have, whether you work or whether you just have certain things that you do. Maybe you're a writer, whatever it is, but getting out of that normal routine and being able to just go out. And you know what? If you want to just hang out and, be in a field blowing dandelions, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? You just need to
Speaking
kind
my
of,
language.
Right? You just need to have time to do that and clear your mind. That's a way to draw strength and to clear that energy right now. And then how can you embrace the energy of your personal power? I love this card. This is the renewal card, the self evaluation, the rebirth, the reflection. How do you embrace that again? Going through that renewal process. And you know what? Taking a look at, you have like this card of discernment, seeing what's out there, stepping back, getting a new view of things, and then really going back and being refreshed when you really come back from that vacation or that time, whether it's a day or a half a day or 2 weeks, whatever it is, coming back in that renewed perspective and moving forward from there. I love this self-evaluation, a rebirth. Sometimes when we come back from the vacation, I mean, like, you come back, it's like, oh my gosh, the same old, same old, but you still come back a different person. You've seen things, you've learned things. Also, I'm getting a sense also as far as embracing the energy of your personal power. You're coming back, how even if you're making plans for even a few years from now, or a few, like when things maybe can change, maybe you're in a certain situation right now, but starting to say, this is what I want my life to be, this is who I want to be, even if it's going to take a few years from now to get there. Having that vision, thinking about that vision, not worrying so much about how you're going to get there, but being able to have that vision of yourself when you go to bed at night and wake up, some few moments, having that vision of yourself, not worrying right now about how you're going to get there, but seeing yourself there, and then knowing that you'll get there. The universe will meet you there, meet you halfway, and the how will come. But I think that's important right now, to having that vision. So anyway, that's the message that I have for you, CJ. I hope it resonates.
All right. So I love this because my first card. So, there's synchronicities, not coincidences, CJ, that your first card of what are some insights for your personal growth. I got the card of discernment. So you were speaking of dreams and discernment. This is like the perfect card for that. So, so I'm going to piggyback on what Avana was saying, paying attention to dreams. Now, I often remember my dreams when I first wake up, and then as the day goes by, so many things filter in that you kind of forget. But you can call upon your guides to ask, please help me remember important aspects of what I dream. Um, so, um, what are some insights of personal growth is discernment. So having the power, the inner power, that inner knowing to discern what is for your highest good and what is not, who to have around me or who not to. Putting up boundaries. It's all about what you feel your personal path may be. Even if you have a hint of it and you're not quite sure, you can call upon your guides and ask them to surround you with those who are in alignment with your path and your energy. And then the second one is, in what ways can you draw strength? Let me look into this a little further. Wow. So you got the Justice card. So maintaining a sense of balance, first of all. Do you feel like through your life we've all done things that we're not proud of, but we've done things that we are proud of, our accomplishments? What are we doing these days? Are we doing things for the highest good of all and all the highest good? But this is a nod to the universe finding balance for you, recognizing hardships that you've been through, the challenges you've been through, the good deeds you've done, how you are with people. So drawing upon that inner strength is about keeping in check, keeping grounded and connected with source energy, grounded with Mother Earth, trying to keep the balance in amongst your life, but for other people as well. So the experiences you've had has made you stronger. The knowledge you've obtained, and she's just laid the sword down. Um, um, going over the knowledge she's obtained through the triumphs, through the challenges, and what to bring forward to help her, the strength to carry her forward. And the last prompt: how can you embrace your inner power? I love this card. I pulled this one for myself as well earlier. And this card is love. It says all you need is love. And again, bear with me. It's a small print. So here we are, CJ. Rewrite the scary stories you tell yourself. Create a new vision of your innate beauty and love who you are. All you need is love. Make your sacred shield from the stars and the phases of the moon and define your intent. Pretty much what I was saying with this justice card. A beautiful new dream created by your night flights. Wow, that's. I'm sorry, the synchronicity between the cards I pulled and coming out in this is anyway. Okay. Let me start this part over. A beautiful new dream created by your night flights, and call in your beloved, your soulmate. Your ceremonial feathers are your wings, and your elk horns are your antenna to the ancestors who love you. Your life is a sacred bundle made up of love and your dreams. You become what you think and dream. If you love all that is, you become the greater mystery of all things. If you tell yourself a scary story, the world becomes a chimera, clouded from view. Rewrite what you tell yourself as a powerful new vision for sleep at night. Release your dove of peace and let her take fears out of sight. With the new intentions, tie your sacred thoughts to your headdress of your imagined success. You have love so that you may have roses in winter. Let me read that one. You have love so that you may have roses in winter. So show you that card one more time, CJ. So I love that story for you. So I hope that spoke to you in some way. I just love that card. I love that deck. So CJ, thank you for letting us read for you tonight. I hope that you got something from that, from the both of us. So loving that. So you're very welcome. And Julia popped in. Sonia's here. Hello. If time allows, I'm going to star you. And then so let's keep going because our list keep growing. All right, Jess. Mangoed unicorn.
All right.
Hello. I'm going to put a skip and a feathered. Even though the air conditioning's on, the humidity sometimes trumps it.
Yeah. Truly.
Lordy be. All right, so mangled unicorn, are you about? Why am I talking like an Englishman? Oh my gosh. Okay. Hello. Mangled unicorn. Ding ding. I need a ring. All right, so what we're going to do until I see her say hello, I believe Mary was next. Oh, she had to leave. Oh, Donna, thank you for catching that. Donna, I don't have you on my list, I don't think. Did you ask for a reading? Oh, you did. Okay. All right. So Mary, Brendan, and then Maureen and Donna. So I'll put those names in real quick. So we're doing Mary right now. Okay, and we'll have to catch Mangled Unicorn another day. Thank you, Donna, for letting me know.
Thank you.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay.
All right, Mary, here we go. What are some insights for your personal growth? So I got the Four of Earth card, and this says frugalness, extravagance, and control. So some insights for your personal growth. This is kind of holding on to your resources. And, this is kind of controlling things, like being frugal and holding on to things and not really feeling grounded, which is good, but not really wanting to maybe put some energy out into the universe, which for your personal growth, sometimes you have to put that energy out there to have the universe respond to it and bring some energy back to you, send some energy back to you. So, and that's what I'm kind of getting. And I'll give you an example. When I was dating and I was looking for a significant other, I signed up for a dating service and I had to put some money into that service. And, that's what I did. I spent some money and I met some people. And actually, I did not meet a person through that service. I met somebody else in a whole different way that actually cost me no money, which, I'm now married to that person and it's very nice. But I needed to get some energy out there into the universe. And so it might, and I'm not saying you have to spend money because resources come in many ways. Okay. There's not just not money. It's your time, your energy, there's money there. I mean, there's all kinds of ways of resource. So I'm not saying money, and you can do, of course, what you want. But what are some insights for your personal growth? Putting some time, some energy out into the universe to kind of shake things up a little bit, if you so choose. So that's the first card that I get. The second card, in what ways can you draw strength? You get the Knight of Air, and this is intellectual, determined, and motivated. This Knight of Air is moving forward. He has air cards, mind, intellectual, moving forward, motivated, using that. This may be one of the resources that you put out there. Teaching a course, taking a course, doing something that really is motivating you. And this says motivated, determined, right? Intellectual. You are getting out there to really start to you are really getting out there with your ideas. And I keep hearing the word data. I don't know why. I don't know if that's relevant to you or not, but really moving forward, getting information out there, bringing information in, maybe doing something with AI, something with computers. I don't know. But as far as in what ways can you draw strength, there's very much strength here with the swords and with this card. And it's very intellectual mind strength, moving forward, getting things in line, data, to-do list, moving forward, I'm hearing, I just see you doing stuff, moving things, moving intellectual things. And then how can I embrace the energy of my personal power? I love this because this is the Three of Water, my most favorite card of the deck. And this says celebration, community, and friendships. And going from intellectual, this is very, you see, it's cold. It's cold. It's because it's data, it's intellectual, it's yes, no. But how you really embrace that, okay, energy of your personal power is through your emotions, because you have the intellectual, but now you also have to get it out there in the world through your emotions, through your friendships, through your networks, through your connections, through your celebration, through your community, right? I mean, it's not just doing the day-to-day intellectual work of getting things out there, but it's also building that network, those connections, having fun, family, friends, and really enjoying what you're doing. And I love this. All these butterflies are really showing the transformation. So how can you embrace the energy of your personal power, going through and really taking that transformational energy to move forward? Because you have the community. In fact, oh my gosh, this is like a butterfly right here. I didn't even notice that. You have that community around you. If you don't have that community around you, you certainly can create that community around you. And it might even be more of a community that's like an online community or whatever. I don't know. But I love it because sitting here, holding on to all these resources, you have the intellectual and the emotional resources that you can put into action if you aren't already, to move forward. So that's what I got for you. And by the way, with this moon energy, this is a nice time to do it. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So I messed up here. Where are we? Where are we?
Mary.
Oh, okay. Oh, Kim's driving and eating. Oh my gosh. Well, let me know when you stop driving. Okay. Yes, I was just answering her question. So, Miss Mary, I got to look at my own prompts now. Okay. All right. And let me put me up here. Sorry you have to look at me, but I don't know. My lighting's weird tonight. I look so sickly.
You look fine.
All right. Okay. If you say. Shay.
I
Okay.
say.
Mary, Mary, Mary. The first prompt. What are some insights for your personal growth? This is an interesting card for that question. It says long night's moon. So, meaning like around the new moons. And it could be if we ever find who has the rabbit moon, whatever. Is there a rabbit moon? There has to be a rabbit moon. Somebody Google that. But anyways, this is talking about you going in deep. Go dark. Go find yourself a sacred spot and just, even if you don't know how to meditate, just sitting, being still, and asking for protection around you, and asking your guides to communicate with you in the ways that you best can communicate with them. And just sit still. Ask for messages for your highest good. And you may not get these messages at the time you're sitting, but as you go along your busy days, thoughts will pop in, synchronicities will happen, but they just need you right now for personal growth to take some time and sitting still. And it looks to me like the evenings might be your only time, or if you get up before the sun comes up, but taking time just to be still in the quiet before the hustle and bustle, and just connecting and resonating with Mother Earth and the universe. So I think the symbolism for this rabbit here is putting your rabbit ears up, letting them know that you're open and aware to messages for your highest good. And funny enough, so in what ways can you draw strength? The moon card comes up.
Wow, nice.
So the cycles of the moon. Oh, there's more in this picture. Oh my goodness, I feel like there's an elderly woman. I'm trying to see if she's with a grandchild, telling her, passing down. Oh, even if I'm not seeing this right, it's the intention, right? So I feel like by the cycles of the moon, there's ancestral stories and stuff. See, my mother, what I regret was my mother wasn't good at telling stories of I got glimpses here of childhood, but I feel it's good and important to pass on our stories to the next generation, so that we don't forget our ancestors. We don't forget the ancestral ways. Just the other day, we passed by an old house, and I'm like, what is it about these old houses that I'm drawn to? And I immediately got the image of sitting on the porch with my great grandfather, whom I didn't get to see very often. And the story I can tell there is, first of all, my name's Ginger, but he refused to call me Ginger. He called me Nutmeg. And I kept saying, my name's Ginger, not Nutmeg, And he paid me a bag of pennies to let him call me that. But my funny memory is him sitting on the old rickety porch, and this is Coachella Valley. This is in the desert. And he's got the Coke bottle glasses, his overall suspenders, and sitting in the rocking chair. And every time we came to visit him, he'd have a little bit of something in the corner. And then he had this little silver tin, and he would always say, would you want some? And it was snuff, and he would like dip or whatever. was powder. It was snuff, not like chew. And always asking me that. That's an important memory for me, and to pass it on to my son so that he could just, hey, back in the day, do you know what my mother did? You're my great grandfather did. So I think it's passing down lineage, passing down traditions, stories. We need to always be rooted in our ancestry, some way, shape, or form. So something about the cycles of the moon might amplify that for you. And then, Mary, the last card I have for you is, how can I embrace the energy of my inner power? We have the Kingfisher here. Kingfishers are good at flying above the water, searching for his prey, and breaking that veil between air and water. To let me read you the story. It's a fascinating story. First of all, it's a story of worthiness. So, how can you embrace your inner power? Feeling worthy, that you are worthy. And here's your story. All water birds are medicine. If followed, they lead you to water, the essence of life. The kingfisher, in particular, represents healing. One would wish any wound, physical or psychological, would mend as quickly as the water's surface after the kingfisher's dive. The kingfisher is like the intrepid warrior that you are. To solve your problems, you move deeply beneath the surface of your emotions. And I'm going to bring out these two cards of the moon here. Let's see. I lost it. Searching for your emotions into troubled waters, searching for early reasons and conditioning that caused you pain. This blue medicine signifies the deep blue water of your emotions and your prey as an inferior sense of well-being and worthiness. Like the great bird in flight, once your prey is found, you set your wings to soar high above it, determining where next you will plunge. This is your time of healing. Raise your spirits to the skies. So this is asking you, in layman's term, to address and dissipate any self-limiting beliefs that you might have. So during this full moon energy is a time for healing, inner healing, going deep and healing those self-limiting beliefs and emotional. So healing emotionally for you to embrace that inner power and have the strength to move past and beyond that. So, Mary, that's my story for you tonight. I hope our readings meant something to you, Mary. We love reading for you. Sorry. Fun Boys now hashtagging corned beef. He doesn't know what to hashtag. Oh, see, his grandmother. Yeah, I think my great grandmother as well, now that I remember. Hi, Isha. So we're doing full moon readings tonight. So what I'll do is star you, and if we have time, we still have, I think, 12 people ahead of you. So, yeah, so just be aware of that. You have 12 people ahead of you. So,
okay. Julianne says she wants corned beef. And Red Dragon says, do you have me starred, Ginger?
Yes, okay. I do. She is actually after Donna, I think. Let me go to my starred people here. What do I do? Brenda, Maureen, Donna, and then Kim's after Donna. Okay, so Brendan's next.
Hi, Brendan.
Brendan. And I got sip. I know it's not Friday, but it feels like it should be Friday.
Yeah, I'm hearing that.
All right, Brendan, are you here? I know you're lurking as you He does his art. He does his artistry.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, he's
All right.
here. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Let me do a couple more shuffles then. All right, Brendan, here we go. First card. What are some insights for your personal growth? Well, I love this. You got the wheel, and this says luck, progress, change. So the personal insights are you're moving forward on this wheel. I love this. It's like your karmic destiny. I don't know what you have going here, but progress, change, good luck, moving forward. It's just like that wheel of, that karmic wheel is spinning and it's moving forward. And I like it. It's really good. I mean, it says, what are some insights? Just moving forward. It sounds like you're really at that point in your life. It's a nice time where things are just moving forward naturally. That time of your life we're just moving forward anyway. If you're wanting to move forward in new ways, you have the energy to do that. It's beautiful. You can just manifest that if you want. In what ways can you draw strength? I love this next card for you because as you have this energy of this wheel moving forward, this karmic destiny wheel moving forward, love it. You have the Magician card, one of the strongest cards in the deck, if not the strongest card in the deck to move forward. How do you draw strength? You use all the tools that you have available to you. It says manifestation, empowerment, preparedness. Prepare yourself, visualize what you want, and go for it. Move forward. I mean, I love this for you. In what ways can you draw strength? You draw strength through, again, visualizing. What do you want? Moving forward, standing, presenting yourself every day and standing up and moving forward, but however you want to move forward. You have the tools. I mean, you see he's standing here, he's got his cup, his wands, his coins, his sword. You have that. You have all that. And the Magician decides how, what does he want to create? How does he want to move forward? And he does it. That's you. I mean, and to take this one step beyond, that's all of us. We all have that strength to do that. And then how can I embrace the energy of my personal power? I love this because this 3 of Fire card, the wands are this creative energy, which you definitely have. Goals, expansion, and vision. We go out, you go out, you start to put your vision out there, you start to move forward. This 3 of Fire, you start to watch your ships come in, you make the tweaks. This is where you're making the tweaks to things. I don't like this, I like that. You make things, you change things as you move forward, and things that work, you keep nurturing them. Things that aren't working or you want to change a bit, that's what you do. Goals, expansion, vision. What is working with my vision? What isn't? And I mean, that you have that power. And I love that about you because, so how do you embrace the energy of your personal power? You show up, you make the creative, you listen to your emotions. And I love this because you listen to things that excite you, you grow, you move forward. If something doesn't excite you, or you get scared or you fear, our emotions, as we are moving forward in life, our emotions are really our higher self talking to us and telling us, like, yes, we like this, we don't like this, whatever. But then that emotions is also reflective of our belief system. So if it's something, maybe we adjust our belief system, or we remove a belief system that isn't working for us, or we change it. So we're just constantly moving. This 3 of Fire says, what, we have this vision that we're moving forward. We change it, we update, we change what we believe, or our ideology, whatever, and we move forward in what resonates with us as we move forward. So really good, strong cards. I love this wheel, this karmic wheel, this Magician, and then changing and updating that vision as you go so that you are always moving forward. Oh, I love it. And what excites you, and those things, those synchronicities that you attract for yourself as you move forward. So there you go.
I love that story.
That's all. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Wow. Awesome. Okay, Brendan, what are some insights for your personal growth? Knowing that you are always protected. Look at that card.
Yes, he
um,
is. Yes.
yeah, yeah. So putting yourself out there as you will are needing to do, he's looking for design jobs and making a name for himself. There's a aspect of vulnerability when we have to do that kind of thing, because you need to show them a little bit you need to show that you're a strong person, but you can show them the little vulnerabilities. By that I meaning being your true self. Everybody puts on this mask and tries to put on this high profile persona that's not even them, and then when they go in the job, there's some kind of level of disappointment from the employer going, that's not who you were at the interview. So um, this is just saying, as you're at your most vulnerable, you are being protected not only by your mama bird there, but the universe, your guides, your angels, your ancestors. You got all this celestial background in here. You have ancestors. You have so many. Oh my gosh, I am just like seeing them all right now. So many ancestors watching over you, rooting for you, helping you fly. This image also reminds me of the poem Footprints in the Sand, where at the man's most vulnerable, he was being carried when he thought he was alone. So that's something to keep in mind. And in what ways can you draw your strength? Now this is an interesting image. Julie 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 Kusha was. This is a card of transformation. But this child is playing with a skull, which means that in ethereal lingo, she's truly in touch with her ancestors here. She's never going to get them because she's come from them. And so you learning about your ancestors, your lineage, knowing that they're with you and watching over you, drawing your inner strength is calling upon your family, that ancestral family, the ethereal families, just knowing that the universe has your back is such a positive strength factor. And here we have an owl up here, that's the wisdom coming from above, the wisdom of your ancestors. So you can go into meditation, or before you do anything, even artwork, work itself, calling upon wisdom for the day that will help you be the best version of yourself that day and every day. So that's what I have there. And this is an interesting image. It's kind of scary. It reminds me, Brendan will know, Emotep. Oh my God. Have you ever seen Brendan Fraser's version of The Mummy? It's had humor to it. It was a good movie. So how can you embrace the energy of your inner power? And it's by power. So let's read this. Might help us understand the image a little more. All right. You are a spirit warrior who sings your song line, your agreement to live. From the moment of your birth into the restrictive physical world, you must call upon the mysterious language of intuition to remember the world from which you came. The world of your dreams, your spiritual relationships. It is from here that you feel your true power. As the spirits of all living beings must find their physical home, you so must your song line be given its everlasting home within your heart. As the butterfly must have the world of awareness in one's wing, and the dreams would be in the other to fly, she must also have the connection between them to live and the heart. The way they go on sometimes it's hard to It's like, where does that sentence end? um, Now I got lost. Okay. Okay. No matter how turbulent or challenging your life may be, no one can ever take your song line from its home. So, singing your true song, who you are truly, that's how not only you benefit, but the world benefits because you are a light to others. I can tell already you are the song for others. So, no matter how weary you may feel, transformation, it's all a part of the transformation that you're going through. So sing your song, sing it loud, sing it proud. um, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So Brendan, I hope that was a nice story. I hope that meant something to you. All right, sitting here watching the rookie and eating Pringles. There you go, Maureen. In true fashion. Maureen is next.
All right, Maureen.
Okay, Maureen, we have you next. We have Donna Marie, and then hey, Craig, and then Kim.
Okay.
Okay, and after Kim is Earth Flower, and then Julianne. So I'll put that in. So say hey to Clara for me, or I can say hi, Clara. I can tell her myself. All right, Maureen. Thank you for popping in, Maureen. All right.
All right, Maureen, here we go. First card I get. Three of Earth. This is what are some insights for my personal growth. The first card I get is this Three of Earth, Three of Pentacles. Talent, recognition, and collaboration. This is a beautiful card because the insights for your personal growth is for you to know that really you are a master craftsperson in what you do. Whatever it is that you're doing, you are that master craftsperson. You have the talents that you need to move forward in whatever direction that you want to move in. And you also have like the people behind you, and you have, I love this because there's this angel behind her, but it's like you have like the spiritual guidance behind you, and like the spiritual helpers, the ancestors, you know, you just have all that going for you. So as far as some insights for your personal growth, just knowing that you have that, knowing I know you already know that. I know you already tap into it. Um, and I love that you have this talent, this innate talent on the things that you work on. And I love that you already know. And I love the word collaboration here because you already collaborate with all these beings to move forward in your life. So I love that for you. In what ways can you draw strength? Well, don't you know you get the strength card in the second position on how do you draw strength? And this says courage, compassion, and perseverance. I really view you as somebody, I mean, I'm picking up energies from you that you really are, you are courageous, you have this inner strength. And to really almost get this card in this position, the strength card in the where it says in what ways can you draw strength, it's like you already have this innate strength. Just moving forward, just like I feel like you're almost like at a point in your life or in your growth where you are just kind of rounding off like the sharp edges, like you're just like, you're putting in those like those beautiful touches where you're just at a point where you're just, you know adding the flares to your life, like those beautiful creative flares and things like that, those touches where you are really at that point of enjoying things and doing things the way that you want to do them. And it just kind of makes me feel happy, like reading this for you, that you just have the courage and the strength to move forward, and the perseverance. You've put in the perseverance that has gotten you to this point. How can you embrace the energy of your personal power? Well, not only did you get the strength card in the strength position, You got the Sun card, kind of in this embracing the energy of your personal power position, which is of course success, recognition, and enthusiasm. How are you embracing it? I really think you're already embracing it. You understand like how to embrace it and moving forward, and just enjoying, the energy, the excitement of life. Always keeping in mind moving forward in your highest excitement, with no insistence on the outcome, always maintaining that positive attitude as much as you can. Really, I mean, Maureen, it's a beautiful. I don't know really anything about you, but really, just reading just makes me kind of feel really happy for you and where you're at in your life. I hope that is the case, because you just have an enthusiasm in life about you that just makes me like the people that are around you. I just get this feeling like people are around you, they really love being around you, and you bring a lot to the table for like a lot of people to really grow and tap into your energy that can really learn from you. So that's what I'm getting. Beautiful energy, beautiful, full moon energy, and that's what I'm getting. So I don't know. I hope it resonates with you.
Yeah. Speaking of beautiful energy, your backdrop is extra sparkly tonight. For
Oh,
some reason, it's just extra sparkly.
thank you.
Okay, Maureen. So, Maureen, what are some insights for your personal growth? And I got the card of release. What I love about this card is as she's releasing some energy, she knows that this release is part of her transformation, her spiritual transformation. Butterflies are abound, they're everywhere. But the interesting thing is, this is all celestial. So the butterflies aren't being like released into the woods and the wilderness. It's like she is at the edge, that liminal space between, if you'll notice, the dying branches and breathing in new spiritual light. And that exchange of energy is helping her release that which no longer serves her highest good. And you hear that a lot in the spiritual realm here from everybody. Releasing that which does not serve you. And it's so important. There's self-limit. See, I feel like these branches are those self-limiting beliefs. It's those people who don't want you to grow. They're trying to hold you back. But oh no, she's got red hair here. She's on fire. She is determined to set her soul free, her spirit free. So it's time to let that beautiful inner light shine and transmute into all things magical. That's how I read that card. What ways can you draw upon strength? Look at this beautiful painting. So this is a young maiden ready for her new, uh, the new creek in her journey. She's sitting by the river. She's ready to embark on a new journey. She has her sword here, that sword of truth, that sword of intellect, insight, information, and she's gonna do it in this energy of bliss, in this energy of confidence, beauty, and grace. And look at the full moon behind her. So in what ways can you draw upon strength is once you get that inner beauty coming out, you are the strength. And the information you behold, taking that forward on your new step of your journey is your strength. And then how can you embrace the energy of your inner power? Look at this. What a cute little papoose. It says illumination, new hope. It says, you enter this world with a birth cry, announcing your arrival. Then you spend the rest of your life with questions in search of answers. Where did I come from? Where am I going? Every sunrise illuminates where you have been, where you are, and the infinite possibilities before you. The earth is throbbing like a drum. A baby is born. Joy is born. Liquid melodies linger over the still waters of the pond, echoing the faint voices of women and the Great Mother in unison. Little one, you are blessed in beauty and light. May you be a newborn in many seasons of your life. Visit this
I
deep
love that.
blue pond often and it represents your emotions. What do you see? Can you name the emotion that pains you? Dive deeply into the platform or phantom reflection and soothe your spirit. Your light is there, just on the other side of the shadow. Speak of it. I love this deck. The beauty lies within, and you just revisiting that. I'm always saying the story of, we all should be in touch with our inner child. Revisiting joy, revisiting that first spark of light when you're feeling challenged. Revisit that and let that light help you propel forward through those challenges. So, Maureen, that's my story for you tonight. Thank you for letting us read for you. I enjoyed that one. That was very beautiful. Okay. All right. Donna is next, and then Kim.
All right.
So let's and just real quick, it's 8:20. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight and wanting to be a part of this new moon reading, or full moon readings, that is. So thank you. And, oh, Gerald popped in. Gerald, if you're still listening, I'm having trouble following chat, but Gerald's here. Hello. And then Jen B popped in a while ago. Hello, hello. All right, Donna.
You said it's Donna we're reading on?
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
I didn't start her, did I? Here she is.
That's okay. I just wanted to make sure. Donna, my cards are flying for you. My cards are flying all over. A lot of energy. I love that. Oh, hold on. I'm going to pull one more card here as soon as I can get control of these cards. Oh, yeah. I love it. Okay, here we go. First card. What are some insights for your personal growth? Queen of Earth card. I love this card. This is gracious, practical, and capable. The Queen of Earth really does represent grounding, like conservative, really feeling very just having like resources that you've gained over time and over, knowing, like just knowing, just being there and putting the work in and putting the time in and having those resources for yourself. They can be monetary resources, they can be energetic resources, whatever. You understand, you have that nurturing energy of being, that feminine nurturing energy. Gracious, practical, capable. I love that. Practical, gracious, capable. People know they can come to you and get things done, and you're going to be there for them. So what are some insights for your personal growth? Really just continuing to go down that path and continuing to grow those resources, those those positive attributes that you have. I mean, that really is it. Continuing to grow and to ground yourself as you move forward. You are gracious, practical, and capable. There you go. In what ways can you draw strength? Eight of Water. It says searching, empowerment, and fulfillment. In what ways can you draw strength? Continuing to search and move forward and looking for the fulfillment through, I'm hearing through more spiritual growth, through looking for searching, empowerment, and fulfillment, looking through, walking that path for your energetic growth. Again, grounding yourself, moving forward, and just feeling the energy, feeling, I was gonna say that I'm getting this sense of like she's kind of like looking for maybe and for some reason I was gonna say taking classes, but that's not really what I'm getting. I'm hearing you feeling your way forward in this growth pattern that you're in, and you're feeling your way forward in things that really just resonate with you, and it is things like through like through social media, through YouTube, through in growing your like your group, like people that you hang out with, or things that interest you. It doesn't necessarily need to be like a formal type of education or a formal type of training. It has to just be things that interest you, and it can be like whatever. I mean, it can just be whatever it takes that interests you as you move forward. And I just heard that it's the little things that matter. It's almost like watching a sunset, really, or a sunrise, really, those little things really mean a lot to you. And really, you are able, you're like a person who is able to really garner a lot of information and like meditation and almost doing a lot of this stuff and having this growth on your own as you move forward. So what what ways can you draw strength? Continuing to meditate and like looking into like things that are kind of like small things but are really big things, as far as like watching a sunset, having a dinner like with just you and another person. Things like that really mean a lot to you, and you know how to really go deep and uncover like these energetic patterns that are really important to you. Wow, you can really uncover a lot of your belief systems like kind of on your own. And a lot of people can't do that. So, okay, that's what I got. And then how can I embrace the energy of my personal power? Okay. Then this nine of earth, I love this contentment, luxury, and independence. I really didn't see this card. It's through your independence is really how you are really embracing this energy of your personal power. This person here, this is someone who they are here, she is enjoying like the fruits of her labor. She's like in her garden by herself enjoying a cup of coffee, and that is kind of how you're doing it too. You're moving forward on your own independent path, and I love that for you, because you have the confidence and the grace to move forward on your own. So that's how you are embracing it, through your own personal power, your own personal path is what I'm hearing. And I just heard, and you don't have to make any apologies for that. So there you
Love
go.
that. Love that. You deserve to enjoy time with your cup of coffee or tea if you
Right.
prefer.
Right.
Oh, I have a friend who I worked with when I was, manager in food service for schools. And I asked her one time, "What time do you get up?" And she's like, 4:30. I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Oh, I have to have at least 5 cups of coffee before I start my day."
I would be like
Why do you?
glowing through the roof by that point.
Oh, I don't recommend that, but take time to enjoy a cup.
Yeah, you
All
do.
right.
I agree with that.
Mm, tea in my position, but you coffee drinkers, you do you. All right. So, Donna, for your what are some insights for personal growth? And I have the card of gratitude. So, what I'm enjoying about this image is basically it's like grandma holding grandchild's hand. Being grateful for any time we spend with loved ones. Um, Not many. My sons only had a grandparent for very very short time before they passed and stuff. But it's the gratitude of your journey, those who have helped you along the way, in any little tiniest way. That stranger that gave you a smile that made you feel like, oh, I do need to smile. I'm worthy of smiling. Things are challenging, but that smile will get you through the day. Little smile goes a long way. And I see in the background, like this is you embracing that flower child within, you know, that free spirit that we sometimes let adulting dim that light, you know. So this is about you regaining that light within and being a little more on that energy of free spiriting. You know, you still need to enjoy life, so take moments and pockets of moments where you can enjoy yourself in your own company and in the company of those you love as well. Ooh, and then my elbow made the car go flying. Okay. In what ways can you draw strength? This is neat. Okay, so this is about balance. You know, draw strength in being balanced, being grounded every day, because the world's chaotic, you know. And so she's got one foot on the ground, one foot in the water. You know, that water for me is like the ethereal realm. It's that liminal space of earthly and ethereal realms. Good to be grounded so that things don't catch you off guard, that you're prepared, that you're strong. You're strong within, you're grounding in your roots into Mother Earth. You know, that those trees that can stand in the unicorns. Oh my God. Hurricane. Where does her unicorn come from? Hurricane. I don't know. All right. Apparently, there's a connection, Donna, between a unicorn and you. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought I saw a unicorn. Okay. Anyway, balance, and healing. Make sure that, you know, all this energy that you're expressing to do for others, make sure you're reserving some energy for yourself. And in here, she's making herself an elixir. And I'm just going to liken it to a cup of tea. You know, when I sit in the quiet morning, I've been able to go outside and listen to the birds before it gets too hot. Just enjoying nature and that listening to the songs of these, like, you know, 10 different birds. The cool breeze flowing. That's, you know, standing there in gratitude, you know, sitting there in gratitude. But I'm like connecting and just being, and that's healing. That's a healing moment that I have for myself. So take spots of healing moments, bubble bath, you know, go near a water fountain, because I'm hearing, you know, the trickling of water is very healing. You know, waterfalls, a stream, whatever you can do, find balance. And the how can you embrace the energy of your inner power? It's an odd um, image, but I get what it's saying. It's before I even read this, it's those people who are whispering self-limiting beliefs into your ear, but yet there's a parrot here who sings his own song because he doesn't listen to those other people. He's going to do what his heart and his soul is inspiring him to do. This is a card of self-worth. It says, trust your abilities and your self-worth. To hear and understand words in a very simple, but speaking words is a great responsibility because words have the power in every syllable. You can hurt and even destroy people with the sound of and meaning of words. They're symbols of sacred ability to create the illusion and darkness beyond compare. The parrot repeats your words back to you. Are you listening? Okay, so in this respect, it's like, what are you telling yourself? What are you speaking out to the universe? Remember, the universe hears your thoughts, hears your words, and bounces that right back to you. Okay. Okay, so this says, is that one? Okay. Because of our reflection is not good enough to be loved. Okay, so this says, is this why we gossip? Because we don't feel empowered enough. This says everything in the universe is a teacher um, for all who are open and observant and want to learn. Yet far too many expound upon you. trivial observation without seeing or comprehending the big picture. Though everything is a product of its environment, we humans are blessed with free will and the mind to digest, learn, and act independently, further empowering ourselves, increasing our own enlightenment. We are not here to merely parrot or mimic others. Trust your abilities and self-worth and stay true to your open, sacred path. So that's what this is about. How can I embrace the energy of my inner power? Is to be true to my inner path, true to my purpose, just true to yourself, true to your heart. So that's how you can embrace inner power, is believing in what you and who you are, not what other people say you need to be. So I hope that makes sense to you, Donna. You are worthy. Okay. That air conditioner needs to kick back on. Okay, so she loves tea in the morning as well. It's a ritual for me. The way I spiral in my honey and watch the amber droplets just float away. It's the whole thing. Anyway, Earth Flower, whom I keep calling Earth Moon because it's hashtag moon underneath her name. Earth Flower, she is here. She is next. And Earth Flower Power.
Earth Flower Power.
Don't we love that name?
I do love that name.
Oh, you're going to have to... Okay. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. It wasn't. I'm sorry.
Kim, go ahead. Who is it?
Well, let's do... Kim, I hope... I'm sorry. I blah, blah, blah. Okay. Where's my thing? My cue. I lost my cue. Okay. I'll take this down. All right. I'm sorry. Earth Flower, and then Kim. Sorry, Kim. Or Kim, do you need to leave right now? Kim was in front of Earth Flower. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry. Earth Flower. I'm so sorry. Kim was next. And then you, Earth Flower. Kim has to go anyway, so I'd like to read for her before she has to go. And then Earth Flower, you're next.
Okay, so, here we go.
I'm Kim. So sorry. I'm so sorry. I got mixed up.
That's okay. No worries. Are you kidding? No worries. We got this.
All right.
All right.
Okay. All right, Kim. Oh, Lordy. Okay. No questions here. Okay, Kim.
All right, Kim, here we go. First card I got for you is the 7 of Fire card. Challenge, determination, and resistance. So the question is, what are some insights for my personal growth? Keep up the good work. This guy ran out of his house. He's got one shoe on. He's got one boot on. You know what? He is standing up for what he believes in. Stand up what you believe in, for what you believe in. He says, you know what? There's all these people. Make your position known. If you need to, if you feel you need to, if you're ready to, it is what it is. You know what? Sometimes you just have to do that inner resistance. So I get it. I'm not saying go out there and, make a spectacle of yourself. But what are some insights for my personal growth? Know what your position is, and know you might have to, you might be challenged about it. But you know what? Be strong. Know what your position is. And if you have to, resist, then you resist, right? Make sure you have that determination and you know what your position is. So there you go. In what ways can you draw strength? This is the 4 of Fire card. I love this. And it says prosperity, contentment, and celebration. It's like finding your group, finding your people that you like resonate with. This is like, this 4 of Fire card is like, it's like in some deck, represents like a wedding, a graduation. It's that commencement. It's beginning, that new life. But it's a celebration. But here it's like this group of people, like they're like hanging out, they're having fun. So in what ways can you draw strength? Getting into that group, we all have that group of people that we really resonate with. Sometimes that group is not our family. Sometimes that group is not maybe the people that you might
Right.
think we should be resonating with. So find that group, right? Hang out with that group. You know that. Build that group, find that strength, create a group of people that have the same viewpoints as you, or whatever it is that you're looking for. That even I'm even hearing like doing like even if it's like a charity or like a rescue organization, or doing something like that really touches your heart, getting into a group that's doing something that really resonates with you. And even it doesn't have to be a big group, but even just a few people that you really have a vision that you can move forward with. And then how can I embrace the energy of my personal power? I love this magician card because it's really the strongest card in the deck, because this is taking all of your tools, all the tools we have to manifestation, empowerment, and preparedness. Being prepared, taking all the tools that we have, right? We have our cups, our emotions, we have our creativity, we have our pentacles, all our resources, our money, our health, whatever. We have our swords, our intellect, taking all our tools and creating the future and even the present that we want. Having that vision, manifesting what we want. Right, right. Exactly, right? Looking in that, having that untroubled spirit and looking things in the face and knowing them for what they are. It's a really good way to be, and using our tools, our personal power to move forward, having the vision too of knowing what we want to manifest, knowing who we are and moving forward, and putting things out there to let the universe. You can't just sit, and I'm not saying you do this, I'm saying in general, you just can't always just sit and meditate on things. We have to go out there and physically start to do things that allows the universe to send that energy back in the forms of synchronicity, of meeting people and getting ideas and things. So it's a whole thing. It's a whole energetic thing that we all have to take part in. So that's what I got for you. I hope it resonates. And for
I
that,
love that.
I'll take a drink.
Sip, sip. Well, the first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second rule is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. I love that. Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing that. Hey, Moira. All right, Kim. Now you're in for it. Okay. All right. So we have for your first card here. What are some insights for my personal growth? It's the egg moon. It's trust. Okay. So, trusting in the universe, trusting that you are sheltered from that which could really harm you. You are, this is a person in an egg. You trust that you're protected by the universe. You have spiritual protection. You have friends who love and protect you. Just always trust that universe has your back. And they're always they're I'm laughing because something happened the other day when we this is how and Nancy, I told Nancy, I just love your team, how they work with you. So the other day we went out, it was really hot, and I'm like, I didn't wear a hat, I didn't wear my hair, I wanted to bring a hairband or something, and I'm like, why didn't I knew better. And I wish I would have had a hairband. And then all of a sudden I had this thought, I'm going to find a hairband. Oh, what if it has lice? And I'm like, I don't care. I'm so hot. I don't, like, well, maybe I can find a clean one. And, I'm thinking all this as I'm driving. So we get to our place of destination and it's to go get lunch. And we have to walk along the path first. So I'm walking along the path, and what is in front of me on the ground is a clean blue hairband.
That's right.
And I'm thinking, thank you. Even in the smallest things, they're here for us. They hear
Mm-hmm.
us.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. So, in what ways can you draw strength? I'm loving this image. This is through our past experiences. This is all those experiences that made us a stronger person, made you the warrior girl that you are, here, Kim. And but along the way, recognizing the beauty that's all around you, no matter what challenges come, your team is there for you, your friends or family, those who those who hold you dear are there for you. So past experiences is where you draw your strength, and the knowledge gained from these past experiences is what turned you into a warrior, what put your warrior garb on, and that you can face any challenges head on because you are strong. And then, how can you embrace the energy of your inner power? One of my favorite cards in this deck. From this egg comes a butterfly, transformation, change, rebirth. Um, how can you embrace the energy of your inner power? It's through prayer, petitioning the Supreme Court of the celestial beings. Prayer is a petition. You are asking for something, and this desire gives birth to hope, the egg and the butterfly. You direct your request to the greater power, the creator, knowing that you might not get what you want, but you get what you need. Move into a cocoon of silence and be still. Then offer your prayer. Just as a flower blossoms and the fragrance is released, joy finds you and you are released like a butterfly in beauty and freedom. You are being initiated, and your choice is which gateway to enter. So, Kim, that's the story for you. And I'm loving that. Love that energy, and I love this card. So, I hope you do too. It's a beautiful card. Beautiful card. Alrighty then. Okay. Enjoy your pool. Shades of a Rolling Stone. Loving that. All right. Yeah, it's just funny. Um, oh my gosh, I agree. All right, thank you, Kim. Enjoy your pool. Enjoy that refreshing water, and have a cocktail. Have a cocktail for me. Pineapple juice will have to be mine. Who's here? Who is saying hello? Earth Flower is next.
All right. I am ready to go. Earth Flower Power. I pulled your cards because I knew you were coming up. So here we go. The first card that I got is, what are some insights for your personal growth? And the first card I got for you is the Dreamer card, which I love this card because beginning, believing, and being protected. This is the full card, just, having faith in the universe, making that step, going on that journey, right? I mean, just having faith to move forward and take that first step, that transformation, that beautiful butterfly there. And knowing, so what are some insights for your personal growth? Knowing that you, if you are ready, it might be time to take that first step, and to know that the universe will catch you and to just move into a new direction. And, beginning, believing, feeling protected. Of course, you want to make sure that you are not just going willy nilly into something. You want to do some background research and make sure, that you be have using some common sense too. I'm going to say that, put that out there. But knowing that, what, if you're ready, you've thought about, you've worked through stuff, it might be time to move forward on something, on a dream, because you have to look at things kind of like, I try to look at the universe too as like a GPS system. You put that vision in there, you put those coordinates in there where you want to go, and the GPS in your car does not move forward until you press that gas and you start moving. When you start moving, if you make a wrong turn, the GPS, the universe, it will turn you around. It'll say, nope, you went the wrong direction. Here, you can go down to this next street and make a turn. It will get you back on track. So So that is some insight for your personal growth. Getting started. It might be time to really start to move forward on something that is interesting to you that you want to start to pursue. In what ways can you draw strength? You got this two of air card, and this says indecision, avoidance, and confusion. So, you know what? If you are looking at a crossroads, if you are looking at, being torn between two loyalties, two situations, maybe two people, I don't know, there might be something that you're like, I'm not really sure which direction to go. This is really, what ways can you draw strength? Looking at the options that you have, you might need to wait right now. You might not have enough information to make a choice. It might be in your favor to sit back right now and wait until you get more information. Wait, this is a winter scene. Maybe you wait until springtime till the snow melts and you can see what's underneath the snow here. I don't know, only know your personal situation. But again, you know what? There are paths here to be taken. It might be time to start to move forward, getting more information, moving forward. Again, may be a good idea. It may not be, only you know. But in what ways can you draw strength? Getting the swords, intellectual, getting more information, doing more of a deep dive into the options that you have in front of you. And how can you embrace the energy of your personal power? This Four of Earth card, frugalness, extravagance, and control. One way that you may be able to embrace the energy of your personal power is releasing some of this personal control on things. She is sitting here on, um, this trunk with all these resources, but she's just sitting here. She's not really doing anything using them to move forward. And sometimes it's good to sit and just, kind of sit here on what your resources are, not moving forward. But it's also not producing anything. So again, being frugal is good sometimes, but it might be time again to open up this trunk and use these resources, her time, her energy, her money, her ideas, to move forward and to really get that energy out into the world to make positive change and get her message out there. If you have a message, Earth Flower Power, that you have a message that you feel compelled to get out there into the world, know that if you have a message that you have feel compelled, somebody out there needs to hear it. So don't keep it don't keep it bottled up in this trunk. Get it out there if you are so willing to do that. So that's what I got for you.
Perfect. Okay. Um, and then Artsy Girl popped in. Hello, hello. So, all right. All right, Earth Moon. What are some insights for personal growth? Okay. Um, this is action. So for me, this is like the way you move forward is using beauty and grace. It's your confidence. Let your confidence shine in whatever you do. Be confident in yourself. Um, let that inner light shine. And people, when you walk into a room, people will see that shine. They will see your aura, not realizing that's what they're looking at, but they recognize your energy when you move in with confidence and grace. And I think more positive things happen when we move forward in these energies. And I love this that come out with the full moon here because it is the full moon. So uh, insights for your personal growth is having that inner knowing that you are deserving of all things good, all things happy. So embrace that energy. And you can even say each day, I am open and receptive to the abundance that flows into my life. Or I'm, open and receptive to all things happy. So yeah, that the belief is a powerful. It's what you're telling yourself, the story you tell yourself each day. And in what ways can you draw strength? Okay, this is the Lover's card, So this is about draw strength in trusting in someone who has your back, who's your confidant, your companion, be it a lover or a friend, a family member. It's just the Lover's card is all about choices, of course, but in this particular card, it's about the trust in people that you are in connection with on a heart level, an emotional level, soul level. So that is what helps you strength. So drawing from the strength of those who you love and hold dear helps you move forward. And then how can I embrace the energy of inner power? This is an interesting image that I've never really looked at before now. So, okay, first of all, I'm going to call this the family tree. You cannot see this, but in this image are little faces and beings that this tree he's got is made of. So, and, ancestral roots, so to speak. So let me see what this is. It says flourish. Okay. So how can you embrace your inner power? This says a tree violently uprooted from its life force has many faces of grief and confusion. We too are often like this tree, torn away from the environment that encourages our life growth, and in the sense of loss can be devastating. The roots leave the seed beneath the earth that will ultimately rekindle wisdom that it has left. It will grow and reforest the land in your name, and the echoes of your love will flourish from the rain of tears you have shed. This earth is a schoolhouse into which we come to learn and correct our negativity. Abuse is not a birthright, it is something you were taught. And you can replace painful memories for better thoughts. You have the right to change your story with your imagination. Focus on happy laughter and well being instead of what saddens you. And the gladness of your heart will follow in the arms of Great Spirit, will unfold upon you and keep you safe. See every aspect of a situation. Though you cannot change the past, know what you can change and what is in your life now. Believe in your divine right to flourish. So, this is getting past all the challenges throughout your life, and leaving this is also, I think, about leaving a legacy. What do you want to be remembered by? You are a strong person who helps nourish others. So even though the roots get pulled up out of the ground, there's part of the roots that remain in the ground. So this is about you remaining grounded in your purpose, because though somebody tries to knock you down, you will still flourish. You will still expand upon, adversity and that kind of thing. So this is just a reminder that you are a strong person. You've been through a lot. The universe sees that, and you're going to be blessed with all things happy, because you stand up strong. You stand in your truth, and you just want love and happiness for everyone. So that's what I have for Earth Flower. I hope that story speaks to you in some way, shape, or form. So, and thank you for letting us read for you tonight. All right, let's see. We have Kelly McCall popped in. Hello, Kelly. Our Artsy Girl's talking about a dragon. I was trying to figure out what she was talking about here. Anyway, all right, it is 9 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people left. Okay, let's get going. Let's try to go as far as we can. How are you feeling?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Julianne is next. So, Julianne, if you're still here, please say hello. And after Julianne is Venus and then Polly. I know it's hard to stick around sometimes, but if you start having fun in chat and making friends, time flies. So we are, thank you, Earthflower. Okay. So Julie-Ann, oh, I'm looking on mine. She's on yours, I think. Julie-Ann. Hi, Helga. Yes, the list was very long tonight.
Julie-Ann said hello, ladies.
Perfect. See you. I see you. So Helga, yes, the list is long. It is closed. We've been on 2 hours, but please stick around with us because we've been told that people like to. Some people don't even ask a question because they know they'll get what they need to hear through somebody else's reading. So you're welcome to stay, Helga, if you'd like. And then I'll remember your name for the next time that Avana and I are on, and I'll be sure you get a reading. So, Fun Boy, you did not miss your turn. So hang in there, bud. All right, Julie-Ann. Pop. Julie-Ann.
Hold on, Julie-Ann. All right.
Cards abound.
Yep.
All right, Julie-Ann.
Okay, first card I got for you, Julie-Ann, is this Knight of Fire. Confident, passionate adventurers. So what are some insights for my personal growth? Confidence, passion, adventure. Looks like it's time to go running down the path. Knight of Fire. This Knight of Fire, you embody this beautiful fire in your belly, moving forward with new creative ideas. I mean, I love this. What are some insights for your personal growth? Getting that fire in your belly and going forward with, he's running the path. What's my vision? Where am I going? Get that emotional, that emotional excitement, just moving forward. I love that. So there you go. You can't, that's how we grow. We say, this sparks me, and I'm going to go, this sparks me, and you see the sparks all around it, by the way. I love that. Sparks me. This idea sparks me. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to get people excited about it or whatever I have to do to get started. In what ways can I draw strength? You got this beautiful balance card. Compromise, self-control, and moderation. Okay, so I love this. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. This is also balance, is temperance. This is taking opposite ideas, turning lead into gold, turning water into wine, taking opposite ideas and bringing those opposite ideas and maybe opposite people, opposite energies, whatever it is, and making something stronger from them, right? Moving forward and having this balance, this self-control, compromising, right? I remember once having union negotiations years ago, and the guy said, you got to give a little to get a little. It's true. You have to, you have to be able to compromise with people. You have to be able to, I'm not saying, give up your idea and have it totally 180 degree different from what you wanted or whatever. Sometimes it takes some moderation, some self-control. Maybe you have to do things a little bit differently, but you don't have to give up, exactly what you want. But sometimes you have to have that balance in place. You have to be moving along, like riding the waves and moving forward. So in what ways can you draw strength? Knowing that, right? You have to have that balance. You have to be able to modify and move forward and change things. And what was the saying that I wanted to say? You don't have to lower your standards, but sometimes you have to change them. And I'm like, yeah, that's sometimes the case. So, okay. And then how can you embrace the energy of your personal power? Transformation, realization, life change, and liberation. Sometimes when you have this transformation, this is really the Tower card in the standard tarot deck. Sometimes things change, right? The bottom falls out of something because it's not built on a strong foundation. And that's okay, because how do you embrace the energy of your personal power? You rebuild a stronger foundation. You move forward. You know what? You have a life change. But it's liberating because you kind of know in your heart that wasn't built on a strong foundation to begin with. So I love it. This confidence, this passion.
What's the next to that tower? Is that a light?
Oh, this
a time clock. What is that? Sand?
I, I know I can't remember myself. I'm getting a little tired.
Hourglass.
Hourglass. Yeah, that's an hourglass, right?
Sands of time. I
Yeah, the
love that.
sands of time. And, as things move forward, right? And
I
it's
love that
almost like,
image.
too, if you are not moving forward, the universe will
Mhm.
move you forward. If something needs to leave your life or things need to change, if you're not changing it, eventually the universe will change it for you. So you're realizing that, you might have a life change, but that's what's good is how can I embrace the energy of my personal power moving forward, life
Love it.
changing, but it liberates you from things that really weren't working in the first place, which I love that. So, that's what I have for you, Julie Ann. I hope it resonates moving forward when you're ready because you're sparked. What sparks you? Have
Hmm.
this energy, this adventurous energy as you move forward.
Love
Balance
that.
it and liberate yourself from the things that aren't working. So there you go.
Wonderful. All right, Julianne. My turn.
Oh.
Okay, insights for your personal growth. Love this image. Fruition. So get my little hand out of the way. Okay. So this is about things you've been manifesting, insights for your personal growth. What have you been trying to manifest? It's working and nurturing the thoughts, the desires, the dreams, the hopes. Nurturing them until they come to fruition. So she's able to wear her crown of bounty because she has really worked hard at this because as Avana said, we can say we wish all we want, but we do have to make action. We do have to there has to be some sort of equal exchange of energy. So I feel like this is saying that things are starting to come into fruition for you, and it is all about your personal growth. So there's that, and it's under a full moon. I love that. And there's also a cute little bee in here. So that's all about community. So I think this is about what you've created in your garden, so to speak, is gonna that little bee is gonna help pollinate, spread your energy, spread you moving forward in beauty and grace. That energy is going to nurture more than you know it will. It's not for your own good. You don't realize that things that you do are also a nourishment for others. That's what I'm getting from that one.
Oh,
In what ways can you draw strength? You have this beautiful Page of Swords. I've pulled this before, and pretty much the same story. She has made herself this beautiful little hat. She's proud of it. So she's proud of her accomplishments. She's getting excited about moving forward, and pages can be about studying something, so learning something new, and this is about you moving forward. Let me see if there's a Okay. No, I was just wondering. She's sitting in the chair. I thought she was getting on a boat, but that's how I'm going to interpret it. She is preparing to step into her little boat and let the river carry her where she's meant to be. So, even when we're set in energies of challenge, um, I hear through the universe, we are where we're meant to be at this time. But here she's telling you, are at the beginning of a new journey. The knowledge that you've been accumulating, the resources, you are. She's just really excited to move forward with what she's learned and how she can give back to like I said, equal exchanges of energy. So, yeah, so how you draw upon your strength is moving forward in your belief system, in believing in you, and what is it that you wish to do? It's time to move forward in that. And then, how can you embrace your inner energy, the energy of your inner power? I love this energy. Okay, this says freedom. This says, brother to hawk. All right, let me read this for you. Possessions are many and varied. This is how we define ourselves. Even those unattached to worldly possessions possess knowledge, attached to ideas, experiences, and a name. Does a man with a feather possess the imbued spirit of the bird? Or does the bird now hold the man captive with the man's desire to obtain knowledge? In truth, they are both possessed by the whole, the spirit, and the rainbow containing all of life. The me dissolves into a relationship. To be, to exist, is to be related. The true self is one of infinity. Sorry. You ask, why was I born? And your life becomes a search for treasures. But the greatest freedom comes with the search for truth, the true self. To find true fulfillment and beauty, understand your attachments, own them and accept them, and be proud of your accomplishments, then release them. Freedom comes when your belongings are no longer let me read that again. I'm sorry. Freedom comes when your belongings no longer own you. So, again, another nod to trust in yourself, trust in your journey, and move forward with your knowledge and in beauty and grace. So, Julianne, that's my story for you tonight, and I hope I meant something for you. Okay. Oh, she's been commenting. Yay! I love it when there's interaction. Okay. So, Avana, she says, that is ringing true, intuitive. Oh, Avana Intuitive, freedom. So you were talking about freedom. I've been trying to manifest. I love under the full moon needs. Oh, what's that say? Need that bee to pollinate that crown. That's right. Freedom again. Yeah. So, yeah. So she's inspired.
I love
you
that.
Should be.
I love.
There's something you have to offer the world, and the world needs you. So that's. Yeah. There we go. All right. Venus is next.
All right, Venus.
Venus has been waiting patiently. Thank you, Venus. We're going on just a titch over 2 hours here. How are you feeling, Avana?
Good.
Okay. All right. So we have Venus and then Polly. Then we'll see how we feel and then Fun Boy. I'm sorry. And see how we feel after these three. So, all right, Venus. Hi, Kiba.
Did we read for Venus at the beginning? I don't. Is she here?
Venus is here. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, Venus. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. No worries. Sorry about that. I'm getting like delirious. Sorry.
Wait. Did we?
I'm sorry. I don't know.
No, I remember saying hello and I love her little puppy, but I don't think we read for her.
Okay.
She says no.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Venus. I apologize. Sorry.
You had me seconds, but I know because we kept her name up a little bit longer as we were talking.
And that might just be it. I
talking
apologize.
About a cute puppy.
It's no big deal either way, believe me. I'm just like.
All right.
Sometimes when we're going into that third hour.
Lord have mercy. All right. And thank you for all of those who've been sharing your space with us and riding the waves with us. Venus had a flipper.
All right, here we go, Venus. The first card that I got for you is this 6 of Air card. And this is for what are some insights for your personal growth? I love this because it says relief, hope, and moving on. This is moving to smoother waters. I love this. It's moving on to smoother waters. It is just, it's this relief. It's like hope for the future for not that things aren't going well for you or whatever. I don't want to say like you have hope for a better future or anything like that, but it just seems like just like moving along and just like gliding into a smoother time coming up, which, what are some insights for your personal growth? Just kind of taking things like in a new, I'm just hearing in a new, smoother light, letting things, I just heard having those Teflon shoulders, letting things roll off your shoulders. And why? Because you're on a higher level, a higher spiritual, like energetic level, that you just don't need to worry about things. You just have to, like, and not that you aren't doing this, because you are, continue to do it. And as when you resist, things persist, was what I'm hearing. Don't resist, let things roll off. And you know what? That allows this beautiful, just moving on to smoother waters, doing it every day, just because that's like your new spiritual self, which I just love. It says, in what ways can you draw strength? You got the Ace of Air card, and this says inspiration, communication, and adjustments. Ace of Air, this is moving forward with like a new intellectual, like, beginning. I know he looks a little bit dejected here. I wouldn't look at it that way, because again, this is inspiration, communication, making those adjustments, the swords, your ideas, your mind, your how you analyze things. It's almost like you are saying, you know what, as in what ways can you draw strength in this sword? I love this, because you are analyzing as you move forward, how can I continue to keep these smooth waters around me, like this smooth energy around me, and get inspiration to move forward, make correct like adjustments, like when you're in the water, you're adjusting your sails. I love this, the way these cards are working, like the images, you're making adjustments, you're like maturing in the spirituality and in what's resonating with you as you move forward. I love this for you, because it's like you're it's like you're growing up, and not that you aren't, I'm not saying that, but it's like you're maturing in this level of spirituality as you're adjusting your sails and moving forward. So you're always almost like maintaining these smooth waters, which is just, it's just really, I just feel really like a really calmness, a really level of calmness around you. I love it. And then, how can I embrace the energy of my personal power? You have this King of Air. This is now leadership energy. Again, you have this air, right? This now you start with the Ace of Air. This is the last card in that. This is the King of Air, knowledgeable, objective, respected. This is almost where you are teaching this to other people, not so much teaching it, okay? How can you embrace the energy of your personal power? It's now you're like settled into it, and you're respected. Like, people are learning it from you, just because, not that they're specifically, not that you're teaching it, people are just picking it up from you because they're emulating it, because you are just so, you're just like in the leadership position of this now. And I almost feel like this is where you are. You're right there. I mean, growing, moving forward, you're respected, you understand how things work, how what works for you. I want to say how things work in the world, but how you're like your place in this world, and where you fit in. And I love that, because you can be objective. You can see people now who are not maybe as evolved as you are spiritually, and you understand that, and that gives you a sense of strength, and a sense of, yeah, I got this. You know what, I just heard this saying, and now it's coming into my head right now. Every symphony has high notes and low notes. I mean, like, even our world, it has all the world is made up of all kinds of people, all kinds of notes, all kinds of stuff. That's what makes the collective. That's what makes the symphony. It all goes together to make the whole symphony. And you get that, and you're moving forward, and that's embracing that energy of your personal power, to understand that and to take that and move forward with it, and to actually help others to learn from you to move forward also. So that's what I got. So I hope that resonates.
Yes, she's been agreeing with you. Yeah, I love it. All right, Venus. Let me get back to the questions here. Okay, so my first card for you, I'm loving the card, and you even got an angel number of 33 in here. Uh, what are the insights for your personal growth? The insights are blossoming. You got blossoming here. And then number 33, angel number. You know, you know, three is a number of growth. So you got double three, double growth. So insights of your personal growth. Okay, she's got the ability to make her own music. She's sitting here with this magical violin because there's magical light coming out of it. Um, I'm just enjoying the views here. So her dress is made of flowers, and I feel like because, and let me know if this resonates with you as far as um, no matter what's going on around you, things can be challenging, but people don't see it in you. Your true friends know you, but other people look at you and in like in awe of your energy that you behold. You try to always remain happy no matter what's going on around you. But this is you creating this music, and it's like one of the cards said, it's like the flower blooming and the fragrance just wafts everywhere. And so you inspire people whether you know it or not. And I think that's what this is about too. What you do for you and your personal growth is inspiring to others. And yeah, so blossoming energy, blossoming energy. Hey, Jules. And then you're in what ways can you draw strength? Oh my gosh. So, Empress, Empress energy. You're that nurturer, whether, like I said, whether you know it or not, you're a nurturer. Your energy nurtures other people. You know, the energy of the Empress is all things confident. She walks in beauty and grace. She's the nurturer. She births new ideas and new insights. And she happens to have a crystal ball in her little wand. Um, so it's possible that she herself consults, and you know what I mean by consulting. Um, so consulting in your guides, in all that you do. So if you do that, keep doing that. If you don't do it, start talking to your guides daily. Have conversations with them, and occasionally, like I do, am I really talking to my guides, or am I really just talking to myself? And I think I'm talking to my guides. Oh my gosh, I think I'm going. You know, I'm starting to become that little old lady who talks. Little did we know growing up that these little old ladies were talking to their guides, not themselves. Can you imagine? Oh, but anyway, and behind her is this waterfall. So I feel like it'd be good for you to go around flowing water energy. That would be good for you, healing for you, nurturing for you. Go find that fountain of youth. Niagara Falls. Go visit Niagara Falls. Okay, so how can you embrace the energy of your inner power? Wow, this is interesting image. So um, it's by Serenity, Divine Light, it says. Let me read your story. In divine light, you overflow with love. You carry the sacred arrows that teach you about the clouds so full of water that the rain comes like droplets of wisdom into the sea of your consciousness. I love
Mm-hmm.
that. You begin to learn. The sacred flute carries your prayers of love and all the symbols of treasured people. That's what this is about. This is carrying your energies. Okay, let me start. Sacred flute carries the prayers of love and the symbols of treasured peoples, and dreams reflect upon you with the light of the great sun. You are a sacred lover of full fragrance, and the winds come to spread your perfumes across the land. What did I say about blossoming and the fragrances? You stand before the Great Spirit in a state of grace. Name your darkness, that sad quality that you have held, and as you call it by its name, feel it begin to disappear. You hold on to faith the same way that you grip your arrows of destiny. You are not meant to live in darkness, but the light of your own integrity. Move with the flow of life and let go any sadness from your earlier years. Be serene and at ease as the light begins to define you. I'm loving that story for you, Venus. I've got little tingles going on here. Wow, I'm going to have to keep this card out and read it again. I love that. So there you are, my dear. Thank you for letting us read your story. I love that.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. All right, let me go to the comments real quick. Flowing water is the most peaceful. It is. I wish I lived near a babbling brook. I mean, I have them within driving distance, but I want one in my backyard. I want one in my backyard. So when I moved here, I was learning feng shui, and in my backyard, the way the little berm goes, there's been a little ravine created, and the water flows away from the house. So I thought, oh, cute! I got me a little, I'll just make it look like a brook. So I read in feng shui that if water flows away from your house, that's bad feng shui. That's your money flowing away. Oh. So I created with stones a makeshift little waterfall with the intent that it looks like it was flowing towards the house. So, nice. Yeah, and so I believe it worked. So a lot of what we do is about intent. So remember that, everyone. Yep. So Venus, thank you again for letting us read for you. All right, Polly, and then Fun Boy.
Polly, and then Fun Boy, and then I'm going to have to. I'll do Polly and Fun Boy, and then I'm going to have to be done.
Yes, okay? It's getting late. Yeah.
If that's okay, because
oh, absolutely. I was
okay, because I'm starting to get like delirious.
Yeah. I have the day off tomorrow, but Avana still.
I have to go to work tomorrow.
So, Sonia, I'm going to be emailing you anyways. I'll email you, and then Sonia was our last one anyway. So.
Oh, is there just one more? Is it Polly, Fun Boy, and Sonia?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can do that. Okay, we'll do Polly, Fun Boy, and Sonia. But then I really have to be done after because I really have to go to work. Yes. I really got to get ready to go to work. I mean, all right, I got to go to bed.
Are you still here? Polly, Polly. Is Polly still with us? Yes. Julianne says she totally believes in feng shui as well. Ooh.
Awesome. I love that.
So I don't see Polly as of this second.
Okay.
So Fun Boy, are you still here? Calling on Fun Boy. Hello.
There's a sentence for you.
I know, right? Good Lord, I think they skipped on us. They were here not long ago. Polly was here. Fun Boys, it's been a minute. He was just asking if he missed his turn a little bit ago. So let's read for Sonia.
Okay, there we go.
And if those two pop in, they pop in. So Heavenly's here. All right, Sonia. Aw.
All
I
right.
hate that they left, but okay. All right. Maybe they just had to go pee.
Yeah, well, if we get done, we can see if they're back. Okay.
All right, Sonia. How's that baby sweet pea of ours? I hope she's doing well and Mama too. And I hope you're just being that strong support system for them. Awesome. All right. Let's see. Whew. Science for personal.
Oh, nice. Here we go. First card I get is this beautiful Ace of Water card. So, the question, what are some insights for my personal growth? Emotions, relationships, and intuition. Building on that intuition that you have like everywhere. Like, oh my gosh, I love it. And building your beautiful relationships and emotions, like a new emotional beginning. I love this. Like, just because family growing, relationships growing, emotions growing. So, what are some insights for your personal growth? Just this beautiful new emotional beginning and your intuition even getting better and deeper and growing. And I just love that for you. So, that's the first card. In what ways can you draw strength? Two of Fire, and it says planning, partnering, and progress. Like, family and friends and you looking out in the same direction, right? Just growth, creative ideas, moving forward. Everybody just really, things just moving forward beautifully, looking at the sun, looking at the sunrises, the sunsets. I just, I love this planning, progress, things just going forward, like new days dawning for you. It's beautiful. So, in what ways can you draw strength? Just knowing these beautiful new things, this beautiful new things dawning for you in so many areas of your life. I love that. And then, how can I embrace the energy of my personal power? And you got the awakening card. It says pause, perspective, and selflessness. This is obviously the hangman card. You know, getting new perspectives and awakening to those new perspectives and just saying, you know what? I've been kind of in place maybe for a while, learning new things, getting new perspectives, but now it's time to like you've it's time to release yourself from that. And yeah, you've taken the pause, but it is time to move forward. It is time to say, I have gotten these new perspectives. I am learning, and I'm going to learn as I go. And just moving forward, this beautiful awakening that has just opened up in so many parts of your life. I just love that for you. So, you know what? That's what I got for you. And just as I wrapped it up, my kitty cat Peek Peek is joined into the reading to let you know she's a part of things too. So there you go.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. She wants your attention. She says, Mom.
Yeah, it's time for another nap.
All right, Sonia, what are some insights for personal growth? And for you, I also got the trust card. So personal growth is all about trusting in the process, trusting the guides, the angels, and that's what you did during this challenge you just had with little Sweet Pea. There's validation that trust in the divine energies. It goes a long way, and you had a lot of people praying for you. So insights to your personal growth is because you've always trusted in the divine process. You've always trusted in divine timing and planning and stuff. And yes, it's human to get a little bit of impatience and stuff, but yeah. So Earth Flower is the card from the deck I'm holding, or the deck from the card I'm holding now. Is that the one, or are you wanting to know about the Indian kind of deck? I'll go on. In what ways can I draw strength? We have Queen of Cups. So drawing your strength is that using your intuition, that inner knowing, um, believing in yourself, confidence, I mean, that's it in a nutshell for the Queen of Cups, and how you draw strength is that trusting in the divine, in the universe, and yeah. So, and then your last card is how can I embrace the inner power? I love this because this says legacy. So embrace the energy of your inner power. It says lover to lover, parents to child, we all unite and live on throughout the ages, generation upon generation. What will your story be? Remember that you are part of an expansive human family, past and present and future. That all are traveling, we're all traveling in this boat named Earth. Throughout our journey may be experienced differently. Our destination, our home is shared. Each journey is intertwined. You are at the beginning of a new cycle within your own story. Your parents have their own separate stories, and all three stories were agreed upon, predetermined, but still separate. You have responsibility, an expected path, but the expectations can be broken. Your inner child has a chance to reframe inherited pain. Negative genetics wither away in the joy of knowing with higher awareness in a new positive cycle. So, what you're going to pass on to those little grandchildren of yours is that inner knowing, the power of trusting in the divine universe, just trusting in your path, and trusting that your guides and angels can help you navigate through anything. So, yeah, and that is all a part of your inner power. And that's awesome. So, there we go. Okay, so Earthflower, your deck's beautiful, reminds me of soul cards, tarot cards. I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh, okay. So I have like this. This is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Um, yeah, this one's Queen of the Moon Oracle. These moon cards came for that one. The more ones that have the different um, the diversity of the different peoples, between Asian, African American, um, uh, Egyptian. Where'd my box go for that? That is Ancestral Path Tarot. This is the indie version, but they have the the other version on Amazon. And then this with the funny looking people in it, and the American Indian people with, of course, now I can't find a picture of one. This is the what do I do with all my boxes? Oh my gosh. Hold up. Because I know we need to wrap up. What do I do with it? Oh, sorry. That's the Sacred Visions Oracle. And I absolutely adore the stories that are in, and they're on the back of the cards. So, so that's what decks I've been using tonight. So, okay, so looks like Polly and Fun Boy left us. Poor Fun Boy, always wanting a reading and comes in late, and then when he's here on time, he leaves early. Anyway, so I want to thank each and every. I know. I enjoyed these readings. I'm glad I found these prompts through the story of the Buck Moon. Yeah, so so I'm gonna unstar me and thank everyone for being. Avana, I know you got to go, so we'll close this up. So again, happy full moon, everybody. My main message for, let me do this real quick so I can like this. Thank you. Happy full moon. Everybody, I just want you all to believe in yourselves, walk in beauty and grace, and trust in the divine energies. And together we'll make it through all this mayhem that's flowing about us. So just trust in each other, spreading love and light. And do you have anything coming up soon?
No.
Nope.
I think we're together in about 2 more weeks.
Yes, we're together in 2
Yes.
weeks again.
Yes. And of course I have my weekly, I have all my weekly stuff. So, subscribe. It's free. Of course I lost subscribers. So please subscribe even if you are subscribed, please check to make sure you're still subscribed. So
yeah. As a matter of fact, let me put your link in real quick again.
Oh, thank you.
Oops, wrong one. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay. Keep these in. Yes, remember to love, subscribe, share the love. And,
yes, and I will do the same thing on my chat here for you. And absolutely, please. In fact, you're in the description. You're in the description on mine. On mine,
yeah,
in the description is Ginger's.
But no, I don't think everybody reads just subscription. Yep.
Right, but I will put the link too. And
yeah.
But it is also in the description.
Yep. All right, everyone. So we're going to send you off with love and light and a fairy butt too. Faye blessings, everyone.